How's it going, everyone? Yo, your boy Corey, aka Crasher, here with a video to address and critique Verlisify, a well-known Pokemon YouTuber. This isn't the first time I've talked about him, nor will it likely be the last, seeing how often Verlis likes to either step on a landmine with bad takes, or start drama with other people or communities to drum up more traffic to his channel. We have seen this type of pattern for years, and it seems like it's actually starting to catch up to him, seeing how, despite his efforts in drumming up interest in his channel, his growth, or lack thereof, has shown how far down the boards his channel and reputation has fallen over the course of time. This video isn't to bash on Verlisify as a person, despite the numerous amounts of times he has shown the sort of person he is, but rather to address a few things and counter some of his points in recent videos. Do not misconstrue this as harassment or use this video as a scapegoat to harass Verlisify or anyone I talk about in these videos, as these videos are intended fully for criticism and nothing more. I heavily disavow any type of negative actions such as harassment, threats, bullying, etc. With that being said, let's get into this. So let's take you back to February 16th, 2021, where Verlisify released his video titled New Main Series Pokemon Game Announcement Confirmed, where this video spoke about the Nintendo Direct. Now, right off the bat, this video is pure clickbait and dishonesty. Why, you ask? Because there never was an announcement of there being a main series Pokemon game announcement, nor did this video have anything to do with that. He also completely shoots himself in the foot when he said he didn't expect a new Pokemon game to be revealed in the Nintendo Direct. This shows even more than what is already obvious, that this video is complete clickbait. It's fine when he does it, but God forbid if anyone else does it, they are bad. Rules for thee, but not for me, I guess. Now, when the Nintendo Direct happened on the 17th, unsurprisingly, there was zero news for Pokemon. Verlisify decides to triple down here and make a pinned comment which says this: now that the Nintendo Direct is over, it's just as I said. Gotta watch the video to see how this confirms a new main series Pokemon game. What kind of statement is that? Your video never confirmed there being a main series Pokemon game announcement. It didn't confirm anything before, and it certainly didn't confirm anything after the Direct. Also, the thumbnail is clearly misleading, as there was never a Pokemon Direct announcement either. Next up, let me take you to February 24th, where he releases his video titled The Truth Behind Pokemon Diamond and Pearl Leaks. This video highlights some beef between leakers, and that isn't the main issue I have with the video. The issue I have is how he throws Central Pokemon Leaks under the bus by saying they have no credibility and that they are feigning credibility and integrity, which is really off-putting and contradictory of you to say, considering you have used Central Pokemon Leaks as a source in past videos. One such example of that would be when there were the Isle of Armor leaks from Centro, and you hopped right on that with a video claiming they were real, which turned out, yes, they were real. However, you can't make this and then turn around and sometime later throw Centro under the bus and say they have no credibility and integrity. If they didn't have any of those things, why did they get leaks right before and you use them as sources? It seems like whenever someone or something isn't useful to you anymore, you decide to slam them for views and money, which is scummy, and it's been a blemish on your reputation and channel for years, because while you claim drama isn't the lifeblood of your channel, it's the drama you create that speaks the loudest, and this will turn people away and alienate you and put you into the avoid part of the Pokemon community. It shouldn't come off as a surprise to those familiar with Verlisify, but even now, you'd think at this point in 2021 that anyone would be capable of change. But I guess not, eh? Now let's fast forward to February 26th, where it's the day of the Pokemon Presents. We had ourselves two new games revealed: Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and Pokemon Legends Arceus. The reason I bring this up is because Verlisify made a video titled Pokemon Legends Arceus is a complete disappointment, which already raises red flags because, spoilers, the game hasn't even been released. Not even close. We had one reveal trailer, and the game comes out next year, so the game will have time to improve graphically and in other ways too. Also, I hope you know there is a very important disclaimer in the reveal trailer. It's hard to see it, so here's a close-up. Game footage is not final. So what does that tell you? That the game footage is not the final product. I understand that first impressions are everything, however, why don't we actually wait for the games to come out before outright declaring that the game is a disappointment? Also, I love how you turn off comments in the video because you can't handle when people oppose your takes and you take everything as a personal attack and you only want people to blindly follow your opinions. It also doesn't help you disable the ratings like you do in most of your videos these days because you don't want people to see how heavily disliked you are, and you like to heavily audit comments that call out said bullshit. You don't allow for people to freely express their opinions unless they are parroting what you say. Now, let me make this abundantly clear. Deleting comments isn't 100% bad. If comments are either racist, threatening, homophobic, discriminatory, etc., then by all means, those comments should be removed and reported. If you had to deal with that in your comments, you have full rights to take correct action. When you delete harmless comments, however, you come off as someone who not only gatekeeps, but is weak and can't handle criticisms or opposing viewpoints. Hell, people on Twitter thought this video was a complete joke, and it was. You can't honestly act like your word is gospel and anyone else is wrong because, again, the games have not yet been released. If the games were released and you gave it a chance and then gave a review and was disappointed, that is much different because you then come from a place where you at least tried the games out and gave your review. But this here doesn't hold water at all, and it makes you look bad. I also find it funny how back in the Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee era, you would declare that anyone who didn't like the games to be not real fans, or respect what Game Freak does to be not real fans. Yet, how many times have you shit on things in the past that were from Game Freak? Let's see. Hyper Training, Generation 5, Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I'm sure there are more instances of this, but these are the most egregious examples of his hypocrisy and double standards. People are allowed to critique a franchise they love. It shows how much they care, but when you go about the way you do, you come off as off-putting. Also, you slammed people in the past over not liking Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and also the Bring Back National Dex drama too. You have blatantly attacked anyone that goes against your contrarian and hypocritical junk, but when you do what you shame others for, it's all good all of a sudden? Oh, right, I forgot. Rules for thee, but not for me. Got it. Now we fast forward to March 6th, where he puts out his video, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl Lines mod, which goes over essentially what the Gen 4 remakes would look like with lines modded in. I'm gonna save you the stress of having to watch this video by saying that he cherry picks in this video and also tries to quote-unquote expose the Pokemon community for their hypocrisy of defending Pokemon Legends yet attacking Pokemon Sword and Shield before release. Okay, I need to take you all back to 2019, so please bear with me here. Let's go back to June 11th, 2019, where there was the infamous video, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield gameplay Nintendo Treehouse Live E3 2019, that went live. It still stands to this day as a controversial turning point in Pokemon in my honest view, but I digress. I'm going to play you a clip from that video that will solidify why this was heavily disliked.
But with the transition to the Nintendo Switch hardware, with its, it being much more powerful, allowing us to be much more expressive with each of the individual Pokemon.
でもう一つポケモンはもう今では図鑑番号でいうとやっぱ800を超えてます。
And now we're well over 800 Pokemon species in the games.
でその中で1匹ずつ大切にクオリティを上げてバトルバランスも取って。限られた開発期間の中で最新作をお届けするためにどうするかっていうのは長い間議論を重ねてきました。
At Game Freak, we really spent a lot of time thinking about what the best way to move forward was, really preserving the quality of all the different Pokemon, while also, taking into account the battle balance, having so many different Pokemon available, all within, a limited development time, so we don't keep fans waiting too long for every new entry in the series.
その結果今作から対応方針を変えることにしました。
And after a lot of discussion, we decided to come to kind of a new direction.
つまりですねポケモンホームとソードシールドの間を行き来できるポケモンをガラル図鑑に登場するポケモンに絞ることにしました。
And so what that means for Pokemon Sword and Shield is that players will be able to transfer their Pokemon from Pokemon Home only if they appear in the Galar region Pokedex.
It's not that people weren't giving the games a chance. They were upset at the decision to cut the national dex in favor for battle balance, which by the way Dynamax says hi, as well as animations, which, if we recall, were pretty lackluster as a lot of the animations were reused. The only instance I can think of where there were any expressive animations was with Olina, funnily enough. There were many instances where their statements in this clip I showed versus the reality of the situation is a far cry from each other. People were rightfully pissed off that Pokemon were cut for reasons that were essentially proven to be lies in the end. Game Freak lied in the face of their loyal fans, so people were pissed off, rightfully so. You trying to muddy the waters here with why people were critical of Sword and Shield before release is because there were reasons beyond just the fact that the games weren't released or lackluster in areas, but because we were lied to. I don't know about you, Verlisify, but one of the biggest things I dislike in life is being lied to, and I think anyone with half a brain can understand that and even share the same sentiment. Yes, Gen 8 had graphical improvements, but it still didn't change the fact that they lied and tried to cut corners. Also, don't even get me started about the paid content, because that is a whole matter for its own video. While I personally didn't have issues with the 2 DLC packs, I also understand why people had their issues, and I can still enjoy a product despite shortcomings, and also be critical of the things I love. That doesn't make me a fake fan if I dislike something about Pokemon. It shows I can critically think and not be blinded by bias. I also love how you consistently complain how horrible the Pokemon community is, yet you still make content milking as much out of it to gain as much as possible. Anyways, you can have your opinions, and that's all well and good. Everyone has a right to an opinion, but I can also activate my trap card and question your opinion and the arguments you present. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say really in this video. I needed to not only address some things that were in desperate need of attention, but also to critique you in regards of your clickbait, lying, hypocrisy, and more, because you like to try and throw your BS out there and act like you don't deserve flack and criticisms, and yet when you do get it even slightly, you take it as a personal attack and insult people like a cringy little 10-year-old that didn't get his favorite type of ice cream. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. Have yourself a damn good one, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.